How would you sum up your history against Sidney Crosby over the years?
My history. Obviously, you're talking about one of the best players in history, and certainly probably the best player of this generation. So as accomplished as anybody, as driven as anybody. So obviously one of the hardest matchups to have, and have had some good battles over the years. So we played against each other in playoffs once. So I wasn't on the right end of that one, but had some good games, and obviously seeing him at his best and what makes him such a special player. So you have to be at a certain level to compete against a guy like that.
What'd you make of him when you played with him in Sochi, practice habits, that sort of thing?
Yeah, I've gotten to know him throughout the years a little bit, and obviously being on the same team there in the World Cup. There's just something about him that is such a driving force, not only as a player, but the teams that he's played on. He was obviously tremendous in Sochi, but I thought that the level he was at the World Cup was pretty incredible. He was so dominant. Obviously, just such a tough matchup. Whoever we played against, he just found ways to be productive. So that's what makes him so good. Everyone kind of prepares for him, game plans around him. He finds ways to adapt his game and be versatile, and to do it at the level he's done on that consistently. Extremely impressive. So, but. For sure, being on the inside of it a little bit, seeing how he goes about his business day to day and how he carries himself, the type of person he is, you see why he has success.
Does that relationship ever go beyond after the tournament's over? Like, do you ever talk to him about league stuff or keep in touch that way?
Yeah, occasionally. I wouldn't say it's frequent, but whether we bump into each other. We've done some training in the off season throughout the course of our careers once in a while, whether it's something like that. You bump into each other in games like this after the game, walking on the hallways or whatnot. I think opportunity to catch up or chat and get some insight, just get to know him as a person. So, but obviously specifically playing together, you have some meals together, spend a lot of time in the locker room. You get to understand people a lot more.
As captain, do you ever have conversations with the guys that get scratched and just, boost their confidence or tell them to keep their head up or stuff like that? Yeah,
I think you just want to be positive and continue to reinforce how important their role is to the team. Even though they're not in the lineup, everyone's role is important as everybody, even if it's someone who hasn't been playing every night, or playing less minutes, or maybe isn't producing as much offensively. Everyone contributes into winning and how we go about that on a daily basis, obviously in games, but the way we prepare, the way we practice, everything, the way you take care of yourself and kind of the mindset and the attitude you have. So, reinforcing just the value to the team, the importance to the team, and that opportunity is going to come again, so be ready for it.
John, what sort of growth have you seen in Sheldon since he took over as coach?
Yeah, I think a lot. I think anyone would say any experience, the more time you go through something or you face adversity or things that go well, things that don't go well, you just learn more and more. And he's very aware and conscious of many things. He's got such a good feel for the game, his ability to articulate the game and the way he wants us to play, or when we're preparing for a opponent is as good advice as I've seen in terms of as a player, just understanding the messaging and getting a sense of what we want to do and how we want to go about it, and the type of person he is too, just connecting on a personal level, just having those conversations and that understanding, I think, continues to only grow and get better. So, and I think he understands our group, especially the guys that have been here for a few years, and continuously to push us and where to push us and how to do that and how we're going to try to find a way to continue to play at a high level and obviously get to where we want to get to and break through some of the challenges that we've had. So he's been great for me in my game personally too. The ebbs and flows that you go through and how you can continue to get better.
John, your time on the island, there was a lot of stuff up in the air about where the team was going to play. You had to take the train in to go to home games in Brooklyn. What do you think it means for that franchise? I know you're going to play there tomorrow, but tonight they open up their brand new home rink.
Yeah, I think it's obviously tremendous for the franchise and the fan base that something that's been kind of hanging over them for a long time, probably decades, and not only is it a new building and a home, but it's their building, and I think that'll only improve that aspect of it. And obviously with a contending team, a really good team, that's really kind of, people look at them as a constant favorite now. I think it's a testament to what they've done, and then obviously that brings it close to a lot of questions that have been there for so long. So that's great for the franchise and their fan base.
How has Sheldon pushed you differently than maybe other coaches have?
I don't know if it's really differently or it's just where things have kind of led to where I'm at in the point in my career or my role on the team, and continuously to just adapt my game and have a good feel of how I'm going to go out there and impact the game and make my line mates better, get the most out of them, and raise the level of my play in all areas, and how maybe kind of the approach and the mindset to that, and how to look at things and understand our group, and the way that sets the example in certain ways. So I think just the communications through that, and understanding kind of the way he sees the team kind of performing and playing, and how I fit into that. And I think that's just it's him coming in, his vision and his understanding, and I truly believe in what he's brought to our group and how he wants us to play, and certainly how I fit into that. So that's where I think just that communication and the confidence that he's given me has been great.
Any different for you this year, John, when your production is there at a point of game pace? When last year, especially during the beginning of the season, that wasn't coming for you specifically. Was there anything different in the way his relationship with you was that way, or how it is now?
I wouldn't say it was any different then than it is now. I think we just continue to get a better understanding of each other. And there's just certain points in your career. It's great that every year can be a career year, but that's not really how it goes. There's ebbs and flows, whether it's production or offense. And our team came together the way it did last year, and for me, it was continuously just to stick to good habits and continuously to work on my game when things weren't going well, and find ways through that, and that eventually started to come, and I think getting a really good feel for what my role and responsibility was last year, and how that's kind of translated into this year and continues to evolve. I think it's on me, and he's really helped me, or any of our staff here, relaying that message or understanding that, how I can continuously to get better and get a bit better feel for it, adapt my game that way, and on me to do that and go out there and perform. And so those communications and understanding has been great. And anytime you go through, like I said, the ebbs and flows, you just kind of got to stay with it and not try to worry so much about the results and the end game. Just that long journey, and enjoying trying to find your way through it, as difficult as it can be at times. But there's a lot of other parts of the game that I know that I can impact without having to worry about the production all the time.
What's your fondest memory of Nassau County Coliseum?
Yeah, there's quite a few at the Coliseum. Whether it was my first game and scoring my first goal was really special. Really meant a lot, and some tremendous playoff series. I had an overtime winner there as well. That was pretty special too.
Any fun memories of Brooklyn?
Yeah, my game winner against Florida, double overtime to end a long playoff drought, was tops the list probably.
How surreal was it that, you go into home games, you have to take an hour-long train ride to get to the arena?
Yeah, it was different. I trained a little bit, carpooled a few times with a few of the guys, and, obviously at times it wasn't ideal, but, just being negative or worrying about a situation like that, I don't think was the right way to approach it, especially when you have to play 41 times in a building. So, yeah, for me it was just, and I think for the guys, at least I think when we were going through it when I was there, you tried to make the best of the situation, make the most of it, and obviously having the right mindset and attitude so you can go out there on the ice and have success and play well.
John, as a forward, what do you appreciate about how TJ plays 2-on-1s, especially how irritating it might be for a forward when he can pull off the slide and swing that he does?
Yeah, his timing is just exceptional, and his footwork, his ability to disguise it too is a big part of it. So just very surprising, kind of can come out of nowhere. Obviously, it's brought him a lot of success in his career, and his ability to read the play and understand how to defend those scenarios, those situations, and we've seen it a few times since he's been here.